First, welcome to our company. Could you introduce yourself to us?
Okay, no problem. And glad to meet you. My name is Pan Ziwen, and I'm graduated from the Shenyang Technology of the University of the Bachelor in the Polymer Materials and Engineering. And when I finished my bachelor learning, I feel that I get good enough. But when I get worked with the BMW and only a half a year for the internship, I find it's really hard for me to access and get to learn more knowledge. So I changed my stage for the learning, and I start to went abroad for further learning with the materials knowledge. And so I learning at the University of the Wollongong, and I get the master of materials engineering.
Next, can you please describe a time when you have used your technical competence to solve a problem which resulted in a positive outcome?
Okay. Once the time that I lead the accessory apartment to make a further projector a better solution. When I find the screw is not good enough, so I asked the designers to show me the blueprint, and I find that the blueprint still get some problems, and I realized that it might be some mistake by the designers. So I reported things to the uh, company, and the company boss to give me the prize with the things.
Next, the position requires you work in a small team with people from diverse backgrounds. Can you describe a time where you have worked in a team effectively?
Oh yes. When I was got into the when I got into the UW, and I start to learning how to get teamwork with each other from the totally different kind of countries and different cultures, and some of them is really good, and they will give me the different kind of the help, especially in the ETS too. When I get to learn my language, and I be delivered into the four totally different countries group. I come from China. Another one is from the Pakistan, and also one of my friends comes from the uh, India, and the last guy comes from the Vietnam. And both the four countries have the both the four different kind of the cultures, but we all of us contribute to the work, and we try our best to solve all of the problems, and we respect each other with the cultures, and we understand what they sometimes they have taboo, or sometimes have some special habits. But I'm glad with this experience because it let me learn that we should respect each other's, because although we have different kind of the cultures. Yeah.
Okay. Next, I want to ask that, as you know, our company is known for managing multiple projects, resolving a diverse range of problems. Can you give us an example of when you have worked to make a progress better or more effective? And what did you do, and what was the outcome?
Okay, and I still can remember the last time I gave my contribute to the factories. I try to persuade the boss that we can use the better steels to make the stew, because this kind of knives is really nice, and it comes from the Germany. But the boss think is too expensive. And in the China, a lot of the workers didn't get good experience with this kind of stews, and they even don't know what kind of technique it will be used. So uh, I asked my boss, could I make contribute to it, because I want to help with the boss. And the boss said okay. So I asked one of my old teachers is come from my universities in the Shenyang Technology of the University, and I asked one of my teachers to contact with his students, and the students is now a big boss in the Liaoyang, is a kind of place in China. So I just insult him how to make a more better technique, and he introduced me a teacher for our company, and it is the first time our company induced a totally different. It's a totally different system. People comes from the other way, but he really helped with our stew product and make it be better. And he also teach the workers how to use this kind of stews and also use this kind of techniques. So at the last, our product is become better, although sometimes it still makes some problems, but it become more better because of all of the students, all of the workers start to know. Sorry, all of the workers start to know how to use this technique and the knives.
Okay,
Okay.
fine. And do you have any question for us?
Yes. I want to talk with you that how much will I get paid monthly, and once more, what about my training? If there got any training for me, if I'm not good enough suit for the position. Yes, thank you.